What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. First and foremost, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I was obviously not expecting to really upload today at all, but we just got a big trade that happened about an hour ago. I had to go do something first before I could get to this, but Desmond Bane has been traded to the Orlando Magic. Probably our first major trade of the offseason, obviously, so without further ado, let's just go ahead, jump in, and do a Desmond Bane Orlando Magic rebuild in NBA 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs, and obviously if you're new around here, as trades happen, as major signings happen, whatever it may be, you guys know I always got you with some rebuilds as quick as I possibly can. I would have liked to have gotten to this faster, but I did have plans today. Right before this trade, or right before I was about to leave, the trade dropped, but I still had to attend to that, so I couldn't get to it immediately like I wanted to. But here we are regardless, and I'm still going to try to get it out to you on Sunday. Hopefully that's what works out. But Desmond Bane has been traded to the Magic, so obviously this was kind of out of left field. We knew Orlando would be, shopping for a guard, perimeter guard who would fit perfectly, whether it was, a lot of people would pitch like, Cole Anthony, or sorry, not Cole Anthony, Kobe White, Anthony Simons, maybe even Trae Young. But instead, they get Desmond Bane, which is quite awesome. Now, I will say, they did give up quite a bit. I'm not sure I love all that they traded. Now, they only traded two of their own. Well, I guess it's, three of their own first? Because, well, no, it's more than that. But they trade the 16th pick, so it's not a lottery pick necessarily. But it's right outside the lottery. Then they trade two future firsts and a pick swap. And then they trade that Suns pick, which could be obviously very interesting depending on what the Suns look like after they trade Kevin Durant, which that news is right around the corner too. So maybe even drops today. That'd be even crazier if we had two major trades in the same day randomly when the finals are still going. But man, like I said, I feel like the Magic, I think Desmond Bane fits perfectly, but I do feel like they give up quite a bit. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on it. I think the Grizzlies did really well. I think you got quite a lot for Desmond Bane. Obviously, Cole Anthony and KCP are more than just basically salary filler. But I mean, KCP could become a good player again. It's gonna be interesting to see what the Grizzlies do going forward. Do they trade John Morant? Do they trade Jaren Jackson? Or do they plan on using all those picks they got to like retool around those two? It remains to be seen. But we might do a Grizzlies video if it makes sense to do one. But for now, we're just gonna focus on the Magic. So let's just go ahead and head straight to draft night. The Magic still do hold the 25th overall pick, so we still have that in our arsenal, which is great, and a couple of second rounders too. But we got Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black, we got Desmond Bane, and then Gary Harris. You have Franz Wagner, De Silva, Kilby Houston, Jet Howard. One of these guys maybe to eventually step up that 3 spot. Isaac, Paulo, and then you have Wendell Carter and Goga Badotze and Mo Wagner. So let's go ahead, jump in this draft. We don't necessarily need anything in particular, so just kind of whatever is here, just kind of jump on. So we got Colin Murray-Boyles, who I know is a good defender, offensive game limited. I feel like he's been projected to go in the lottery, but he's falling down the board this much for some reason. There's also Boogie Fland. But I do think I'm going to go ahead and take Colin Murray-Boyles out of South Carolina, give ourselves another forward to see if he can crack the rotation. So, welcome in. We got, I guess we can two-way these guys, or one of them anyway. Just kidding, we can't do that. Okay, player options got Paulo, Anthony Black. We're going to decline Corey Joseph. We're going to accept these two. We're going to accept Mo Wagner as well. Obviously, the brother of Franz Wagner was really good before he got hurt. So we're going to keep him around, of course, too. We got Ethan Thomas, Mac McClung, and Trevelyan Queen. And then for free agency, I don't really know if I anticipate doing much. Obviously, the offseason hasn't even really started yet. So there's going to be more moves for the Magic in real life. This isn't going to be their set-in-stone team. But for what we have right now, I'm just kind of curious to see how this team would do with Desmond Bane part of the team now. So the only other thing I think I might look into, although I maybe don't need to, because we just have some guys who can maybe play the 2 spot for us. Like maybe we could throw Jet Howard there. Because Gary Harris is probably not going to be a rotational piece for us. So I don't think I'm going to sign somebody. I don't think I'm going to sign anybody else. I think I'm just going to run with it like this. And I just want to see what 2K thinks of the Magic having Desmond Bane now. I have noticed in the past that the Magic are not a great simulation team. So I'm curious to see if that changes changes that at all. So can't wait. 27 years old. Yes, you traded a lot, but Desmond Bane fits perfectly for what you need. And the East is potentially wide open next year with, Tatum hurt. So I don't hate it, but I do think maybe they overpaid a tad bit. But again, he fits perfectly. So let's go look at this rotation going into year number 1 before we really touch anything on this team. So right now, Power Rank has a 7th overall, so they're fairly high on us, and we're a 4-star balance, which is great. I'm not even going to touch, like, any shot tendencies yet either. Like I said, I've noticed that the 2K sim usually isn't on the Magic side, so can't wait to kind of see how this goes, if it's going to change at all. Mo Wagner is still hurt at the moment. That leaves, like, the Silva out of the rotation and Jet Howard. We can run 10 deep. I feel like we, you know, kind of have enough, you know, bodies to do that, so that'll put De Silva in the rotation, so that's totally fine. We're going to see how this is going to go. Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs, and Paulo Banchero getting very similar minutes. I'm going to simulate year number 1. If I decide to stop at the trade deadline, I will show you. But more than likely, I just kind of want to see how this team's going to do. And I want to see what 2K thinks of this roster. So far, we're hovering around 500. So we'll see what it looks like at the end of things. At the end of year 1, Jokic is your MVP. Ace Bailey is your rookie of the year in Dallas. You got DiVincenzo, 6th man. Giannis is defensive player, and Ricochet is your most improved. You also have Trae Young, clutch player, and Tom Thibodeau is your coach of the year, and Hobson is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team, All-Defensive first team, and All-Defensive second team. So basically kind of what you saw as we started simulating was basically how the season went. We literally kind of finished right around 500. We finished at 42-40. So yeah, not really surprised. As I mentioned, the Magic are kind of a weird sim team in 2K where they're not the highest on them. 8th seed in the East. We are going to be in the play-in tournament. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. We had 23 from Paulo, 20 from Desmond Bane, and 19 from Franz Wagner, 13 from Suggs, 10 from Mo Wagner, and then 8 from Anthony Black. So one thing I definitely think we should be looking to do this offseason is upgrade that 5 spot, because I'm going to assume based off the record that we're not going to be going that far in these playoffs, but I'd love to be proven wrong, so we'll go ahead and see how this is going to go. Also, I didn't look at the shot tendencies, but what are they? So Paulo's is a 95, Franz is a 79, and Desmond Bane's is an 89. Honestly, I don't hate that. Totally cool with that, so we're just going to see how this goes. So Brooklyn in round 1 of the play-in. If we win, we are in. So let's see if we can go on the road and beat the Nets. Not really sure if the Nets will even be anywhere near the play-in unless if they like land some superstar this offseason. But we are going to beat them. So we're in the playoffs, which is great. So 31-30. And we get to play the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is a matchup the Magic are obviously somewhat familiar with. So let's see how this is about to go. We got Garland, Mitchell, Hunter, Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Max Drew. So let's go game by game here. So game 1 is going to go to West. So a good start, 145-119. Bane with 33. So maybe the playoff sim is about to go differently than the regular season, but we'll see. We're up 2-0, so win both games on their home floor is what I'm trying to say. So that's a good start. They want to start Mo Wagner for game 3. I'm going to simcast game 3 because I want to see if we can go up 3-0 on this Cleveland team. And if we do that, we might be breaking this Cavs roster because, like, if you get on 3-0 as the 2nd seed, which they did not. But still, if you're the Cavs and you lose this series, you'd still be quite embarrassed by that, I have to imagine. So let's go game 4. Hopefully we don't lose both games on our home floor. So they're able to steal 1. We stole both of theirs on theirs. Can we hang on to this one, though, for us to go up 3-1? And we do. 111-117. So, yeah, the regular season sim didn't go all that great, but there is still the chance the Cavs can come back 3-1 on us. It would not totally shock me, so I'm not saying we're out of the woods yet, as they are going to win game 5. So they're going to force a game 6 to happen, and if game 6 happens where they win, we're on our home floor in Orlando. If they win game 6, we could be in trouble for game 7, but we got to win this one to lock in and get to the 2nd round, and we're going to do just that. So we're going to beat them 122-126. 38 from Paulo, 25 from Desmond Bane. What an awesome win for us. We get Detroit or Toronto. Honestly, I feel like both those teams would be beatable for us, so let's see how it's going to be. It's going to be the Raptors. So the 6th-seeded Raptors, you got the 1st-seeded Knicks, and then the Bulls on the other side. This bracket could really swing in our favor, but we can't rule out the Raptors. The Raptors are always like kind of a sneaky good sim team in year 1, so, or just in general, not even just year 1. So game 1 goes to them. Game 2, oh man, did I speak too soon? Yeah, I did. We're down 3-0. Damn, okay. So it looked like we had something positive going, but unfortunately, we fall short. So the Raptors are going to beat us in 4. We got the Knicks and the Raptors. And the Raptors, I mean, they made it all the way to the finals. Like I said, for whatever reason, the Raptors just click on all cylinders in the 2K sim. They do lose to the Mavericks, though, which is usually what kind of happens. The Mavericks always seem to win the championship in, like, the first 3 years of the sim, which is weird. But I mean, it's a good team, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know. It seems like they always win. All right. Well, we obviously no longer have that Suns pick anymore. I got to make sure I have it correct, by the way. So, yeah, the Grizzlies get the 3rd overall pick. I know there's some other teams. I think the Hornets are involved with that pick as well. So, feel free if anybody, like, has it. I haven't technically researched it myself, but if this is wrong in some way where the Grizzlies should not have that pick, if it's like protected in some way, feel free to let me know. But for now, I think I have it correct, and I need to update my share scenario as well with the Desmond Bane trade now. I also put in Steven Adams' new contract too, because he got extended, which I was quite surprised by the extension, but he got a bag too. Okay, enough of all that. Let's head to draft night, and let's see if we can execute a trade to upgrade that 5 spot. I think that's clearly the obvious spot we should be looking to upgrade. We have like Goga Badate and Wendell Carter's contract that we can try to use, and Isaac's contract, and we still have Connor Murray Boyles under contract too. So we definitely have some abilities to maybe make something happen. I feel like we broke Cleveland, so it would be kind of interesting if we could snag Jarrett Allen off of them. That's where I'm going to try with first. Let's see. I mean, his contract should be matchable for us. So let's say we did Wendell Carter, and I guess we can do, let's say we did Jonathan Isaac, the 16th pick. Then we can throw Colin Murray Bulls in here, although they can't take that much salary. Never mind. So we're probably going to get to the point where we don't have enough assets to offer now. So yeah, okay, so they're going to say no. Jarrett Allen's kind of a pipe dream for us because they're contending. Okay, so we'll look at other options, but I do plan on trying to upgrade that 5 spot this offseason if we can. Wonder if the Oklahoma City Thunder, another center I'm going to try for. I wonder if the Thunder would give me Isaiah. Oh, just kidding. He expired already. Is he a non-guarantee the last year? Oh, I didn't realize that. So Hartenstein's off the table. He would have been interesting. DeAndre Ayton, I'm good on. And then you got me. I mean, we got Embiid, but I don't know if I want to go for Embiid. So Jarrett Allen obviously was. There is Porzingis too, which obviously the Celtics needed to get off of him. They probably would have done it to this point. Zubac is also another fun one that I like to get sometimes in Okongwu. So, and then you got like Bam Adebayo, but we probably don't have enough for that. So I am going to see what Porzingis would cost us. Now, they say they're contending still. Although we're probably getting to the point where, oh, he did get extended though, $35 million a year. We're probably getting to the point where the second apron would absolutely abolish this team, or it would really hurt us. So maybe Porzingis isn't the right way to go either. Maybe it is Zubac. I mean, if they're going to go in towards a rebuild direction, I should say, eventually, Zubac would be a ton of fun to snag, so he'd be pretty gettable. So I'm going to offer Wendell Carter, and he actually almost is there for Zubac's salary. So we're going to go Connor Murray Boyles and Wendell Carter for Zubac. And let's say we throw in the 16th pick too, because I think Zubac has gotten to a point where his value would be pretty high. 2-year contract. I think I just got him in the last rebuild we did too, but can't deny the value that would be if we brought him in. So I'm going to get Zubac. So Zubac is going to be the center addition. So now we kind of have an interesting team going with Suggs, Anthony Black, we got Bane. We still need a backup 2-guard, but maybe Houston, Jet Howard, or Silva becomes that for us. And then we still have Isaac, and you still have one of these guys being the backup 5. So I feel good. I feel good about what we got going on. So we're going to go straight to player options. Zubac is the major upgrade. Anthony Black to Silva and Jet Howard, we're going to accept all those. And then qualifying offers, Paulo needs to be paid this offseason. So obviously we'll be jumping on that to do that. So we'll let, we'll probably let everybody go. We'll probably even let Caleb Houston walk. And Mo Wagner will, I mean, I'd hate to do it, but I mean, I guess we can sign him because Goga Badasi won't be re-signed next year. But I feel like it makes more sense to keep Mo Wagner over, obviously Goga Badasi going forward because Mo Wagner is the brother of Franz. So we're going to give Paulo his contract too. So that's going to be a done deal. And we'll get Mo Wagner and Paulo Banchero locked up, and we'll renounce Caleb Houston, unfortunately, because we are probably pushing up against that apron already, if I had to guess, with salary we got going on after paying Paulo. So let's go look at player progression. Let's see what that's looking like. So we got what? We got Paulo, we got Franz, we got Suggs, Zubac 87, Anthony Black 85. So paying him is gonna be really tough as well. He usually asks for like 30 million a year. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it, unfortunately. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We might have to just let him come back on his qualifying offer next year and then maybe trade him then, because the value would be there for us to get something for him. But I'm hoping that this year turns into a better season for us. It was cool that we won a series last year. Don't get me wrong, but I want to be a top team in the East throughout the season. I don't want to sneak in at 42-40. That was horrible. So let's see if things will go much better this time around. So the Zubac edition, we are a 4.5 balance proficiency, so that's good. And we're looking good there. So 9 rotation, bench utilization 50. I'm feeling good about that. It leaves like De Silva and Isaac out of the rotation, unfortunately, but that's fine with me. You do have Goga Badate and Mo Wagner playing backup center, but I guess we can do, we can have Mo Wagner playing backup 4 a little bit, I guess, just because we have somebody there. That feels decent to do. All right, we're going to sim this season. Isn't this mostly his last year of his contract as well? It actually isn't. So he's got 2 years left. But if this team fails this season, I'll be very disappointed. Our power ranking was pretty high last year, so I'm definitely not going to like take that to account too much. But man, do I want to see this team be like a top 4 seed in the East this year, but I don't know if the 2K sim is going to allow it. We're just going to have to find out. Jokic is your MVP at the end of year 2. AJ Banzo's Rookie of the Year in Utah. Cameron Thomas, 6th man in Atlanta. I hardly ever see him leave the Nets, but he went to Sacramento, then Atlanta. Interesting. We have a defense player. Harper, most improved in Philadelphia, so that's fun. And then Tatum's your clutch player. Mitch Johnson is your coach of the year, and executive goes to Nathan Mack. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team. We do get Paulo making it this time around, which is cool. 27 points per game, all defensive first team, and all defensive second team. All rookie first team, and all rookie second team. So we are the 4th seed in the East, and we get to play Cleveland again, which is fun. It would be kind of interesting, though, if they, like, did a 180 on us and ended up beating us. So we had 27 from Paulo, 20 from Franz, you had 17 from Bane, you had 13 from Suggs, 13 from Jet Howard, so he stepped up big time this year. 37% from 3. Zubac, obviously, nice addition. 7 from Anthony Black. Okay, so let's see if we have what it takes to knock out the Cavs again. We were able to beat them last year in, what was it, 5 or 6, so let's see if we can do that again. Team is the same, other than they've added Keegan Murray. Game 1 goes to Cleveland. It would not shock me in the slightest if we ended up losing this series. I will not lie to you. I don't know why. I just have a weird feeling about this one. So we're going to a game 4 on the road in Cleveland. We have a chance to tie the series. If we go down 3-1, we could be in trouble. It's looking good right now as long as we don't blow a late lead. We will tie the series. Okay, so we go back home. We have 2 games at home left. So if we can win first one, we'll guarantee ourselves another home game if we don't win on the road. So let's see if we can take care of business. Close game relatively, but we will hang on. 99 to 114. Paulo with 38. 25 from Desmond Bane. Okay. Game 5 in Cleveland. Or sorry, game 6, I should say. Game 6 in Cleveland. Can we come out here and avoid a game 7 at all costs? We knock out the Cavs twice in a row. Close game so far. Good. Nope. They're going to come back late, and we're going to a game 7. Detroit is awaiting one of us, whoever escapes here. So we're back home, but they did just beat us late here, so I would not rule that out, as they are right on our tail. It's a 4-point game. 3-point game. 3-point game. Oh my gosh, I am nervous, ladies and gentlemen, but we will hang on. So we're going to beat them 117 to 131. Desmond Bane with 29. Paulo with 29 as well. We're on to the second round just like we were last year. We played the Raptors. They are still on the other side of the bracket. The Raptors took down the Pistons last year, so let's see if we can maybe do that as well. Don't know if we'll get that lucky, but here goes nothing. Game 1 goes to us, 114 to 93. Good start. Game 2 goes to us as well. Game 3 goes to them. Game 4 goes to them. So it's a tied series just like that. So the road team has won every single time. Let's see if we can continue that theme here. And a game 5 on the road in Detroit. Looks like we have a nice convincing lead unless we blow it late. But no, we're going to continue the theme of the road team always wins so far. All right, let's change that right now with a home victory here and avoid a game 7. We got a close game, but I think they're going to win on the road. The road team has won every single time. Does that mean we're going to win game 7? I don't know, but we have a better chance than we did last year. That's all you can ask for. So 1 game away from making it to the conference finals on the road. The road team has won every single game. Close game. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a very close finish. So 7-point game, though. They may have taken it unless 4-point game, 2-point game, 5-point game. Oh boy, they might run away with this. The 3-point game. Okay, I think it's time to jump into 1 possession game. Minute 36 left. I'm not going to play this out. I want to watch what happens because this is intense. We're literally so close to making it to the conference finals if we can execute correctly down the stretch. So let's see if we can do it. I'm going to watch together. Star Thompson gets the inbound. Franz Wagner, he's going to take it to the... Oh, man. What a dunk by Asar. Honestly thought Franz was going to be in good position, but I guess the animation just didn't agree. Okay, so Desmond Bane's about to check in. Kind of surprised we don't have him on the floor right now already. So we got Capella guarding Paulo, and Paulo is going to hit a nice 2 over him. So it's back to a 3-point game. All right. We definitely probably should get our best 3-point shooter in the game if I had to guess, though. So a stoppage would be nice. Now, Asar's going to try to do the same thing again, and oh my god. Franz Wagner cannot guard Asar Thompson. He has 24 points on the night. All he's done is drive twice in a row on us and dunk in Franz Wagner's face. Apollo's going to take Capella again. This time, wow, we're so lucky there's a foul there because that looked like a clean block there. Okay, so Desmond Bane is going to check in, so that's going to be a good sign at least. We still have a chance. We got to make both of these to make it a 3-point game again. Bane is back on the floor. All right. Asar Thompson. Is Cade even on the team anymore? He definitely is. He's on the bench. He must have fouled out. So this is our chance to take it. Franz Wagner cannot guard Asar Thompson to save his freaking life. Why is that so hard? He can't pull up, so just guard the rim. And Franz cannot figure that out for whatever reason. So that's Suggs, sorry. Jalen Suggs has the ball. He's got Trey Mann guarding him. Please cook Trey Mann. Look how small he looks compared to you. 7 seconds on the shot clock. This possession is seeming... Oh, gosh. This is going to... I can already tell this is going to... Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to end in a horrible shot. Like, that... Just the way that possession felt, I knew a horrible shot was about to be taken. And that is what has happened. So, Asar Thompson has bullied Franz Wagner down the stretch. And we're going to have to foul, I bet. Yeah, they're going to foul immediately. This game is over, dude. Like... Asar was just cooking us, literally just driving to the rim. Cade was fouled out. We had him right where we wanted them, and we could not get a stop to save our lives. But let's see if we can maybe make something happen. So I will see if we hit a 3 here, but this game is over. Bane, I need you to just jack up a 3-pointer or something. The worst part about this is I don't even know if we can really change the team that much. We basically just have to hope that we could do something. Because, you know, like getting Desmond Bane was almost like their potentially final transaction because of obviously the fact that they have like a good core already. We already got the new center up. Okay, so this game's over. Let's finish the end on this. There's no point of watching this play out the rest. So Cade, was he fouled out like I thought? Yeah, he was. We had him right where we wanted him. Fortunately, fell short. 2 years in a row, we fall in round 2. The Pistons and the Spurs are your finals, and the Spurs beat the Pistons in 7. Okay, so what are we going to do to change this roster is the question. I don't really know if there's much we can do. Like I said, we kind of are locked in to this core. The only thing I can think to do is like trade Franz Wagner, but I mean, we could also fire Jamal Mosley. Maybe that is the right. I mean, guys get fired for going to the NBA finals sometimes. So we are going to fire Jamal Mosley and go in a different direction, I guess. So maybe that fixes all of our problems. We'll see. So I'm going to go Nick Nurse. We're going to go Quinn Snyder as well. And then we'll offer... Who else can we offer? We have Chris Finch, which wouldn't be bad. So yeah, I guess Chris Finch would be the next best bet. Did we get one of those 3? No. None of them. Not a single one is going to choose us. Wow, that... Wait, is Snyder going to change his mind? Nope, he did not. So we are out a coach so far. So that's not good. All right, so let's see. We got Jamal Mosley still sitting out here. We have Kimball Walker. We have Stevens. That's not Brad Stevens, obviously. That would be cool if it was, but it's not. We have Barango, who would didn't he coach? No, he coached the Hornets, not the Magic. We have Willis, who is interesting, I guess. Wow, he'd be great, but we're probably going to get blocked even if I try. And then there's Billy Donovan. Is Billy Donovan our best bet, weirdly enough, as far as like a real coach is concerned? I don't know if it's an upgrade, but we're going Billy Donovan to be our new coach. See how it goes. Let's go to draft night, and let's see what we got going on here. So we have the 23rd pick. See what we can get with the 23rd overall pick. Maybe get our new guards. We have Costanza. I will go ahead and take Costanza out of Baylor, 6'9" guard. We got a 74 overall. Then we got Dylan Hughes in round 2. De Silva and Maggie, welcome back. And then Anthony Black, Jet Howard. So I think both these guys, especially Anthony Black, if he gets an offer sheet, there's 0 chance we're matching it because we cannot pay a man that averages 7 points per game, $40 million a year. Same thing with Jet Howard. Both of them are going to have to come back in their qualifying offers. There's 0 chance we can re-sign them. So we're just going to have to hope and pray they come back in the qualifying offers. So that is going to be the game plan. And then maybe we trade Anthony Black at the trade deadline for something else because we're not going to be able to pay him. So let's just see. We're not going to be able to pay Goga Badatste either, so we can let him go. So Black and Jet Howard, you're going to have to just come back in your qualifying offers, like I said. So yeah, that's going to be the game plan. So both of them do. Great. We have Paulo, and then Suggs, Bane, Anthony Black, and Jet Howard. So Jet Howard developing up to an 84 is nice, though. We love that. So I think the game plan is to head to the trade deadline and look for whatever upgrade we can find there. We've been to round 2 twice in a row. Got really close last year. Lost in 7. But hopefully the deadline has a move for us to make. And obviously we also have a new head coach. So we'll see if Billy Donovan makes any difference at all for us. So we're only at 30 and 20 at the trade deadline, and I'm looking at the team that these 2 teams just made a trade together in real life. But I think the one position we could upgrade is our backup center position, and they're sitting on Zach Edey, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Robert Williams. So I'm hoping to get at least one of these guys. over to Orlando. So we're going to see how we can maybe pull that off. So we'll start with Hardenstein, and then what is Edey's value? So Zach Edey's is going to be even higher. So we're probably going to have to scoop for Robert Williams, but I'd be fine with that too. But I'm going to go ahead and offer Jonathan Isaac, who obviously matches the salary perfectly. But the one problem we have is the asset value that we can maybe throw them may not be up to par. So I'm going to throw them a 2032 first to see if we can land Hardenstein off of them. They don't agree to it. I don't know if I can do 2 first, but man, do I really want Hardenstein. So Hardenstein is not going to be gettable. What about Robert Williams then? Because he'd be the next best bet. So let's see what they say about him. So I'm not going to do the same offer, but if we did 3 seconds. Oh, man. Do I go 4 seconds? I don't want to trade a first for Robert Williams, but I might have to. 5 seconds, no. I really need a back of 5. I'm going to do it. I hate it, but I'm going to do it. Robert Williams is our new back of 5. We needed one really badly. I feel like that would help us out a lot. Man, did I want that to be Hardenstein instead of Robert Williams, but it is what it is. So now we have Robert Williams as maybe our final addition. As I mentioned, there's really not much else that we can really do. I tried to trade Anthony Black, by the way, and there was like, I mean, the only offer I was getting, because he has a no trade clause because of the restricted offer or whatever, but we're about to lose him for absolutely nothing, by the way. He is going to walk for nothing, but same thing with Jet Howard. Okay, so this is a little bit better. I was not getting this offer earlier. So we can get Kareem Lopez and Cole Anthony. So we can bring Cole Anthony back to the team. We can go Topic and Nikola Jovic, which I guess this one was somewhat interesting. Both of them have to be paid as well. Kareem Lopez would be nice, actually, but I don't think I can do Cole Anthony involved as well. So can we do this straight up? No, they can't. What if you just gave me something like this? This might make us worse, but we can't combine salaries. That's the problem. So let's try that again. So we'll go Landale, and then we'll offer the seconds that we have. It would hurt us, but this would help us out long term. I mean, it's small minimum contracts, whatever. I'm going to do it. So we're going to get Kareem Lopez. It hurts us right now, but we're about to lose Anthony Black for absolutely nothing. Kareem Lopez actually might become something for us. So I don't hate that trade. Anthony Black was going to have to be paid, and there was absolutely zero chance we would have been able to pay him. So we'll see how that goes. 30-20 right now, and we'll see if this team gets better. Thankfully, we brought a new back of 5, but we will see how things end at the end. Victor Wembanyama wins MVP. Caleb Wilson is your Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey is your 6th man. Wemby also wins Defensive Player. Arenas is your Most Improved. And Kids your Clutch Player. And Mitch Johnson is your Coach of the Year. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team. Paulo making it once again, which is fantastic. But the team got going really well after we made those trades at the deadline. We ended up as the first team in the East, which is beautiful. So we had 27 from Paulo, 20 from Franz, 17 from Jet Howard, who stepped up big time. Another guy, though, that's going to be walking for nothing, unfortunately. Desmond Bane with 15 and Suggs with 14. But Kareem Lopez should be a nice piece going forward long term. So I still love that addition we got for Anthony Black there. Okay. So let's see what these playoffs have in store for us. We've been around to the last 2 years. We have no Trae Young in the Hawks this time around. They have Jaden Ivey and Davion Mitchell in the backcourt instead. 1-0 start, 2-0 start. So far, so good. We're going to sweep the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, so I'm assuming we're about to meet up the Raptors. Let's see. They did beat us earlier, and it is going to be Toronto. So we finally get out of round 2. In this video, though, is the question. So here goes nothing. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to them. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to them. All right, a tied series. This is what they've been like. I guess the first season it wasn't like that, but last year it was a 7-game series that went down to the wire. We look like we're going to take the 3-2 lead. We do. Okay. Go to Toronto and win Game 6 and avoid a Game 7 and get to that conference finals for the first time in this video, shall we? Good. We hang on, though. And we hang on. Yeah, yes, we can. 114-103. We're in the conference finals for the first time. We get to play the Pistons, who we went to 7 with last year. So let's see if we have what it takes to take them down this time. We obviously fueled up with... obviously Kareem Lopez and Robert Williams. So let's see if that helps us at all. Game 1 to us. Game 2 them. Game 3 goes to us. Go up 3-1. Come on. Yes. Beat them in 5. Beat them in 6. Yes, we're in the NBA freaking finals. Let's go. Okay, so Cade actually won conference finals MVP. Now the sad part is we run into the San Antonio Spurs. We have Jeremiah Fears, Castle, Black, Sohan, Wemby, Grimes, Tar, Eason, Vassell. What a damn roster they have on their hands. We have a good roster too. Don't get me wrong, but is it good? Is it as good as the Spurs? That I don't know. They're up 1-0. They're up 2-0. So we're in trouble. If we go down 3-0, kiss this opportunity goodbye, because we are not going to be able to make this happen. We got to win this one in the worst way possible. We've had the lead a couple times in this game, but they're going to run with it. The 3-0 lead for the Spurs. So we make it to the finals, but we're going to be falling short, it looks like, in the finals. Unless we have a 3-0 comeback in our back pocket, but we're getting blown out. So we get swept in the NBA finals. Disappointing, heartbreaking. Finally got here, and then the Spurs break our hearts. Okay. I think we got one more season in us, though. So that's the game plan. Billy Donovan seemed to have got us over the hump to the finals, but we got there and got smoked. So we'll keep Billy Donovan, though. We don't have a draft pick, I don't think. We're going to be losing Jet Howard for nothing. So, yeah, let's go to player options. The only thing we need to worry about is hopefully re-signing Zubac. Like, that's the game plan, and that should be all we're really focused on. So, like, Maggie and De Silva probably won't be brought back, unfortunately. Zubac is asking for $35 million. We're going to give it to him. I don't think we can lose him. He was our starting center last year. So, yeah, we're going to give him all he's asking for. We're just going to have to make it work. So, Zubac, everyone else is going to have to come back on their qualifying offers. So, basically, the roster we have right now is what we get. We're basically going to have to hope that Kareem Lopez and Costanza are going to step up next year. And then maybe we could sign like a, I don't know, is there a good backup point guard to sign? But De Silva will come out as qualifying offer. I don't think, obviously, Jet Howard's on a qualifying offer anymore, so that's not going to happen. But maybe on the last day of free agency, we can sign a backup point guard because that's like the other thing we need. So let's go see if that is available to us in any way possible. Anybody willing to sign? So we got Ryan Rollins maybe for a 1-year deal. Sign him. That's probably going to be our last move. De Silva, they're back. So everyone's starting to regress, which isn't a good sign. Now Costanza, Lopez didn't move at all, so that is disappointing as well. But all right, guys, final season coming up here. We're going to see how this team does, and hopefully we can make it back to the finals, but this time maybe win that bad boy. But see. So if nothing else, we got a Coach of the Year nod to Billy Donovan at the end of this season at 62-20. So that feels good. But will we win a championship, though? That is going to be the question. So here were your final player stats. You had 23 from Paulo, 21 from Franz Wagner, 16 from Desmond Bane, and 16 from Kareem Lopez. So he added quite a bit to this team. 40% from 3 off the bench. Suggs with 15 as well. So here goes nothing. Obviously, the hope is to get out of the East again. We draw the Cavs. We've had, a lot of familiar battles with already. They lost Darius Garland, so let's see how this goes. And, oh my gosh, what a brutal way to end this video. But our chance to win was last year. The Cavs beat us as the 8th seed. They had D'Lo starting at the point guard, I think, and we lost to that team. How disgusting. Well, unfortunately, I think our chance to win was last year, and we didn't take advantage. So this team peaked last year, and we fall short this year. All right, guys. I'm ended there, though. Hate to end it that way, but damn, man, that first round exit like that is disgusting. But Desmond Bane to the Magic, man, pretty wild. Can't wait to see what else they do. Can't wait to see what the Grizzlies do from here. But this is Crushables saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.